video we are going to talk about mechanism of stomata. How the stomata is going to be opened and closed, that is in case of photoactive stomata. We know that the photoactive stomata is the stomata in which the stomata open during the daytime and closes during the night. So this opening and stomata closes takes place due to the turgidity of God cells. Turgidity of God cells. When turgidity in God cells is increased, when turgidity is increased, when they become turgid, so God cells become turgid, it causes the endoosmosis. Endoosmosis, and due to that, stomata opens. And this happens during the daytime, and when God cells become flaccid, it causes exoosmosis. Exoosmosis, and it results in the closing of stomata. How that happens, that we are going to discuss. So, Levitt, a scientist, he proposed he explained how the stomata opens and closes in the photoactive stomata. So, during the daytime, stomata is open. So, daytime what happens? During daytime, here one thing, when God cells turgid opens, God cell flaccid closes. This we have to remember. And during the daytime, so during the daytime, the stomata into the God cells. In God cells, accumulation of K plus and in the daytime, accumulation of K plus and Cl ions takes place. So K plus and Cl ions takes place when condition is when H plus ions moves out, when H plus ions are moved out. So in another words, we can say that actively K plus and H plus ions are entered into the God cells. When this enters into the God cells, so coming inside, so when H plus ions moves out, when they are going outside, this is called efflux of protons, and influx of potassium and potassium and chlorine ions. So it creates the God cells, GC God cells, pH increases. God cell pH increases. When the pH is increased, then osmotic pressure increased. Simple thing. The God cells. So H plus ions are going outside, that is efflux, and that is K plus ions are coming inside. So this is active transport. By taking the energy and they are converting into ADP and inorganic phosphate. So actively H plus ions are sent outside into the God cells, means substances, and K plus ions enters into the God cells. At the same time, passive transport of chlorine ions. Chlorine ions passively moves into the God cells. Now K plus and Cl ions. Ions accumulation is more in the God cells. So this creates the osmotic potential is increases. pH is increased, ultimately osmotic potential is increased. When osmotic potential is increased, water potential decreases. So when water potential is decreases, ultimately the water from the subsidiary cells. So here they are associated with the subsidiary cells. Here the water potential is decreased. So water potential is low. In subsidiary cells high. So water from the subsidiary cells, water moves into the, then water moves into inside the God cell. Water moves inside the God cell. So when water is entering, that is called endoosmosis. Endoosmosis. And when more water will come, this cell become turgid. Due to water, it become turgid. When water is entered, it become turgid. And we know that the wall towards the pore is thick and radially arranged microfibrils, cellulosic microfibers are there in the God cells. That helps, so they bulge towards the outside. So due to the pressure, turgid pressure, due to the entry of water, so they are bulged out, and this takes the crescent shape. Okay. They cannot bulge towards the inside because here the wall is thick wall, towards the pore wall is thick. So ultimately they bulge towards the outside due to turgidity of God cell. Turgidity of God cell, they bulge out. They bulge out and stomata opens. Stomata opens. In this, what is happening, that when stomata is opening, endoosmosis is taking place. For that endoosmosis, here the condition is created. Osmotic pressure is increases in the God cells. That is created when accumulation of K plus ions are, simply accumulation of K plus ions and Cl ions are accumulated. So when these ions are accumulated, ultimately, so the water potential is decreased. So water from the neighboring cells, that is from the subsidiary cells, they take the water. Endoosmosis takes place. So that causes the increasing volume. They are increased. The volume of God cells is increasing. So they create pressure on the towards the outside, not towards the inside, because here already they have the wall towards the pore is thick than the outside. So the pressure is created towards this side and it is bulged out. Bulged out. It is going to be open. The stomata is going to be open during the night. During the night time, when night, what happens when chlorine ions and potassium comes out from the God cells. When God cells, they are going to be come outside. When they come outside, ultimately here K plus and Cl ions are coming outside. When they are coming outside, only water will be remaining. So what happens in the God cells? Water potential increases. Water potential increases, and in the subsidiary cells, water potential is decreased. So all the ions now they are in the subsidiary cells. Ultimately, the water from the God cells moves into subsidiary cells. So when water is moving outside, that is an exoosmosis. Exoosmosis. Exoosmosis, when all the water moves out from the God cells, ultimately it become flaccid. It become flaccid. That causes the close the stomata. At that time, it become more flaccid and stomata will be like this. Stomata is going to be closed. Stomata will be closed. So there are two reasons. One is endoosmosis and exoosmosis. Endoosmosis takes place when the ions accumulated in the God cells. When these ions moves out of the God cells, then exoosmosis takes place. These are the reasons for opening and closing of stomata. So actually what will happen is that we are going to see now. So daytime, in the daytime, this is the stomata. So this is the stoma, pore, a minute pore. It is surrounded by two God-shaped cells. These are the God cells. So these God cells they have specialized structure. If you look at the structure, so the wall towards the pore is somewhat thicker wall is there. Thick wall is can compare to the outside. This helps for the when they become turgid, it is easy to bulge out. And these lines, if you observe these lines, they are the micro radially arranged microfibrils. Radially arranged microfibrils helps for the bulging outside. They will when they become turgid, they will bulge outside. So actually during the daytime, only the epidermal cells, the God cells are the only cells which have the chloroplast. So these are they have the chloroplast. So when they have the chloroplast, ultimately they carry the photosynthesis. After the photosynthesis, they produce the carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are turned into PEG, phosphoenol pyruvate. So again it forms the oxaloacetic acid. It is converted into malic acid. In this malic acid is divided into malate and H plus ions. So these H plus ions are by using special pumps. So special proteins are pumps. They are moves outside of the cells, that is into the substrate cells. When the H plus ions are moves outside, ultimately K plus ions are enters. This is antipode. This is active process. So by utilizing the ATP, they are going to pump the H plus ions and they are taking the K plus ions inside. And these K plus ions with the malate, it forms the potassium malate and enters into the vacuole. So this is the vacuole. The God cells will have the big size vacuole. So when they enter into the vacuole, ultimately due to the ion concentration, and it is also associated with the passive movement of C plus ions. So C plus ions now K plus ions are accumulated. More concentration is there in the God cells. So when there are more concentration is there, so ultimately due to the ions concentration, osmotic potential is decreases. Osmotic potential is increases and water potential is decreases. Osmotic potential is increases. Osmotic potential increases due to the accumulation of salts, ions, and water potential decreases. When water potential is decreases, ultimately here the low water potential, here the high water potential. High water potential in the substrate cells, high water potential in substrate cells. High water potential high in the substrate cells and low in the God cells. Ultimately the water from the substrate cells moves into the inside. So water from the substrate cells moves into the inside. So moving water inside is known as endoosmosis. So when osmotic pressure is increases, water potential is decreases, ultimately from the substrate cells water moves into the God cells. When water moves inside the God cells, ultimately it becomes turgid due to the water. So when water is accumulated, it starts the water starts the pressure created. It starts the creating pressure on the walls. It will not create towards the pore because it is thick wall. So it will try to create the pressure towards the outwards. So when they create the pressure towards the outside, ultimately the stomata is bulged out. It will become like this. It will bulge out. So it will increase its bulge out, and ultimately this stomata pore is going to be opened. So what is the main reason for the opening of stomata? When the ions are accumulated, K plus and C plus ions are accumulated, and it is efflux when they go outside, efflux of protons and influx of ions. When they come inside, it is called as influx, and when go out, efflux. So efflux of protons and influx of ions, which creates the osmotic potential increases, and osmotic potential is increases, then from the substances water enters into the God cells, and they makes them turgid. Due to turgidity, the pressure is created towards outwardly, pressure is created that helps for the bulging of stomata, and stomata is going to be opened. But during the night, this is night, when no photosynthesis, there is no photosynthesis, but carbon dioxide entered in the stomata. So that entered carbon dioxide will increases the pH in the God cells. So in case here the pH is decreased, whereas in the pH is increased. When increased pH activate the activity of ABA. ABA is abscisic acid. It is an anti-transparent. ABA activity is increased, and when ABA activity is increased, it changes the permeability of the God cells. Before that, what is the permeability of the God cells? They are actively pumping the K plus and Cl ions, passive ions, chlorine ions coming passively, and active absorption of potassium. But when permeability is changed, K plus and Cl ions are not allowed, they are come outside, they are come to the subcells, they moved into the subcells. So what is happening? Water potential is increased. In water potential is decreased, here water potential is increased. When ions are moving outside, ultimately the water content is increased than the substances. So here God cells pH is changed. God cells permeability is changed. Permeability changed means, so they not allow the potassium and clay plus ions, they send it back to the substrate cells. So when they send back to the substrate cells, ultimately water in the God cell is increased, and this water from high potential to low potential, they moves out. Water from God cells to substrate cells moves out. When they moves outside, so the cell become flaccid. The cell become flaccid, and it is closed. The God cell is closed. So this happens during the night time. Not only this in the succulent plants like desert plants, due to accumulation of organic acids, the pH is going to be changed. That helps in the opening of stomata during the night time. This is about the theory which is proposed by Levitt.